Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Fine Art Home Shopping Network. Tonight I'm going to show you everything that's on my website. I'm going to show you the Kids Art Tour Art Appreciation Box for your kids. I'm going to show you everything inside. And so I'm just going to get started. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to share my screen real quick. And I want to orient you to my website and show you where you can find everything. I do have a lot of things on my website. So I created this page. I'm calling it the Christmas catalog. So you can find everything here. So I have a lot of paintings that are available, and they're in different places. So I have the Heaven and Earth paintings, and those are at the Arnot Art Museum. I also have the Holiday Art Market. That's what they're calling it at the Arnot Art Museum. So I have the Heaven and Earth paintings, and then I have another grouping of paintings that are all there. You can see them in person. And if you want any of those, you just have to contact them, and I've got their information there. I also have in the gift shop products related to Heaven and Earth, and I've got gift boxes. I also have some small paintings that are on for 25% off, and I have Kids Art Tour paintings or Kids Art Tour boxes for kids. So I think I'd like to just start on the Kids Art Tour boxes. So you can get there just how you saw. If you go to the Christmas catalog, you can click it here, you can click it here, and you can click it here. And then also on the home page, it's right here, image or button, either way. And you can get to it that way. Also, you can get to it through the gift shop. It's in there. So here's the page for the boxes. So story time. Maybe about a year and a half ago, more than that. I started Kids Art Tour with the idea of providing art curriculum for homeschooling families. And really, it was for anybody. But as a homeschooling mom, could see that some families were struggling to get an art curriculum and needed something for their kids. And I was teaching art at the time. And so I just thought that would be a super fun thing to get into. So I did a lot of lessons online, and then I just developed this box. So this was one of the first boxes that I did. We got the second box out. It was a Japan art box, and then my home flooded, and so everything kind of just stopped. So I'm bringing back the Monet's mini museum, and I will show it to you here. I have the actual box and the little craft the kids do, but I want to show you on the page first. Um, the kids will eventually do this project. It's 2 lessons on this project. We learn about Monet's art, and they create some artworks for the museum. And then the next lesson, they're creating the museum itself. And then there's a third lesson that teaches them what museum curators think through and how they choose where the paintings are going to go. And so there's some neat things to think about when you start pairing up paintings and where you want them to go, how you want everyone to walk through your museum. So it's kind of a fun lesson for them to think through that. There's also activity pages, and then this collection card that's really beautiful image of one of Monet's paintings. And then on the back side, there's a lot of information. So you get the card, you get a pamphlet to welcome everybody to what's inside the box and list it out and everything. And I'll show that to you soon. So let's go. I'm going to go to a different place. Hello. And I'm going to share another screen. Sorry, I have to do the clicks and I can't talk while I do the clicks. So let me just make sure that's okay for you. Okay, so this is where you find it in the gift shop. It's the first product if you go into the gift shop, or you can find it the other way through the catalog. My words are gone today. I'm running off. Just not a whole lot of sleep. I packed up all the note card boxes last night. Well, I've been packing them up for the last week, but I packaged them up for shipping and got most of them off today. So the brain is not braining very well today. So here is Monet's museum again, and your kids can create their own works of art or frame up some of Monet's as well. So, like I said before, you have the activity sheets, and you have the really nice card, and there's also video lessons. You have over an hour of video lessons. And I'm going to play for you a little snippet in a little bit here so you get an idea of what the video lessons entail. So your kids will learn a lot, and we're kind of like, I like to divide it up. We're going to teach something, and then we have a little something funny happen, and then we get some more information, a little funny thing, and integrate the information with the fun, and and I think it'll stay in their minds and keep them engaged throughout. So we talk about Monet, of course, and his water lily painting specifically. He did other work. We do talk and explain what Impressionism is and why it's important, and how it came about, and how it spills out into other creative areas other than just art. And there is one point in the videos where I show a slideshow. I can't remember how many, but at least a dozen, maybe 2 dozen of his water lily paintings. He actually did over 250 of them, which is really prolific. And so we have a slideshow of those while listening to Impressionist music. And I think it's a really nice blend of what Impressionism is about, and just the beautiful music and the beautiful colors, and how everything isn't precise and exact, but it's still just so lovely. Um, how to curate an art exhibit, I mentioned that before. In addition, we well, I don't know where I was going with that. The brain again. I don't know. I'll probably think of it later. So let me open the box for you. So I have the box right here. So this is what you'll receive. And when you do get in the mail, I will actually put it in an envelope like this so that when it arrives, your kids won't see the box, because I know it's probably going to be a gift for a gift. Here is the museum that your kids will enjoy making. And I have a picture of another child has made it, and what they've done with it. And I do have some reviews I want to share with you as well, because lots of other families have enjoyed this, and the kids have really enjoyed it. And the thing that makes me the happiest is when the kids enjoy it to the level where they want to learn more, and they're asking to go to the library to get some more books about Monet. So to instill in your kids a love of art and beautiful things, and just to learn something new, and then want to keep on, want to explore it, makes me so happy. So let me show you just the box real briefly. I'm going to back up a little bit. So here's the box with Mona on the front. She's our little mascot for Kids Art Tour. So inside, you are greeted with Claude Monet and your friends that visit the museum with you. And then I'm just going to pull these out. Here's the real pretty card that I was telling you about. This is probably my favorite of his paintings. And you can't see it as well online, but in person, it's really gorgeous. And then on the back, I have all the information, kind of a summary of what we learn in the lesson, and how important Monet was for the Impressionist movement. I don't think he started it, but he was like in the movement, and he kept going with it. And like new things, it wasn't received very well at first, but they kept going with it. And I'm so glad they did, because now we have all this gorgeous art that is just so beautiful and fulfilling to look at, lovely to look at. And if they had listened and kind of gotten intimidated by it, we wouldn't have that. They would have stopped. So there's a little message in here for your kids to just keep going in that thing that you really want to do, and especially if it's a creative outlet and it's good, and just something they want to pursue. So there's that card. Also, you've got the pamphlet, and I think it's kind of like your hub for staying connected with what's going on. Inside, you will be oriented to what's inside. Here's all the things you're going to find. And then all the lessons are kind of outlined. Watch this video, then you're going to watch this video. So we have an introductory video on Monet with a lot of information and fun. And then you're going to watch me do the project. And here you have the visualization of everything you need to do in picture form, and then the writing of it. And then I am talking you through it in the video. And so we have the same thing going on. The second lesson, your child will be building the museum, and we have a little silly introductory video, which you'll see part of in a minute, and then the demonstration where I walk you through every little step. Again, we have written instruction and then picture instructions so you can figure this out. So you have that to help you through. We also have some fun activity pages. I'm just going to pull these out so you can see how organized it is. And in a minute, I'm going to show you the actual pages because I have pictures of them and it's better. So you have word search, some coloring pages that they can do at any point to just kind of go along with the Monet theme. And then we have lesson 1, all your supplies, clearly marked, and then what you'll need. You're going to need things like scissors and glue and colored pencils for the other one. So very basic things. And then I've got everything else for you. And then you've got your second bag for lesson 2. Lesson 3 is them hanging the artwork in the museum. So you don't need any extra supplies for that. So this is lesson 2. So let me pop over back to our little slideshow so I can show you the better pictures of what everything looks like. Okay, you saw this. Let me get to where it is. Okay, this is going to greet you as you open your box. And here's the gorgeous card that your child will get. And just a summary of the lessons of what they've learned, and then just something for them to hang on to. Really cool picture of Monet in his actual garden. We do talk about the garden, how he made it himself, and he got permission to divert part of a river to fill to have the pond there, and he counted his garden as one of his best masterpieces, not even one of his paintings, and so of course he used it in a lot of his paintings. Here's the pamphlet. You can kind of see how everything's outlined and very clear. My hope is that for the parents, of course, it's enjoyable, but nothing's frustrating. Everything is super clear. You're on this page, you watch this video, and there's your bag that you have all the things that you need, and everything explained as well as possible. So these are the pages for your lesson 1. If your child is very young, they might just want to cut out the paintings that are framed and leave it at that, and that can just be lesson 1. Or I have a couple other options. They can create their own works of art here and cut them out for the museum. And then I have a third page that is for cutting just the frames out, because I thought it would be kind of cute to have them look 3D. So if you cut another frame out, you'll put the sticks behind that, and then the frame will kind of stick out a little bit and have a 3D effect. So you can add that option to either one of these. And then your paintings are done, and then you can move on to lesson 2. So these are the activity sheets. Obviously, we have a word search and a maze, and then I have a couple coloring sheets that I created. So you're not going to find these anywhere else. Literally, I drew this, and just a nice memory of Monet in his beautiful garden. And then, of course, we have to have Mona, our little mascot. And here's just a look at the boxes as we were packing them. Okay, let's talk about the videos. So we have an instructional or informative video, usually just kind of sets up the project, gives a lot of information. We look at where Monet lived on a map, where Paris is, where Giverny is, where France is. We talk about, we insert some French words in there, and then I give demos. So I think we're going to go back to my website, and I'm going to show you the video. We're just going to watch it together. So it's a little silly in parts and a little cringe. My son was watching part of the outtakes with me the other day and just a little cringy. But it's some good memories. So here we go. Here is an excerpt throughout all the little videos that we have to give you an idea of what the lessons are like. I need to tell you a little bit about Monet before we get started. He was an Impressionist artist, and he painted during the Impressionist movement.
What does that mean?
What is Impressionism? Great question. I would love to tell you. We had to fly to Paris because it's en route to Giverny. Another one. Bing! I do have plans. I have plans to look at art. Are you ready? 250 paintings? What do you think? Let's do it! Let's look at just a couple. And I have a very special video for you. I'm going to show you some paintings of Claude Monet while you listen to some music by Claude Debussy. Enjoy. Additionally, in an unrelated accident, the section of the museum scheduled to hold the exhibit was demolished in a freak accident involving a woman who had simply just had enough.
That's kind of a funny story.
I really wish I had more information on that, but that's all they gave me, folks. If you'd like to try your hand at doing a master copy of one of Monet's paintings or create your own, simply find the page marked Step 1, Option 2, where it's just the plain frames, and cut out your frames. And now it's ready to hang after it dries, and it'll stay nice and stiff for your museum. All right, after you have a really good coating on, turn your paper over and put your board sticky side down on the back of that wood flooring. First, let's make sure you know how to say the word curator. Curator. You want to say it?
Curator.
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 I am the curator. So you want to make sure that as you're walking by and you see maybe one little sliver of a painting, that it's something that's going to make them want to come in the room. Please join our email list if you want to. The museum was demolished in a freak accident involving cats and yarn. Okay, so that's the video. So it gives you an idea of what we'll be doing. I think your kids will enjoy it. So let's go back. Okay, we did videos. Okay, so I just want to share a couple of reviews, and these are from the parents who have previously had this box with their kids. These are the two things. Remove the frustration for the parents, make it super, super easy and clear. And then did the kids enjoy it, and did they move on in desire to learn more about art? So this one says the directions were easy to follow, and the videos were fun, helpful, and very informative about Impressionism and Monet. I highly recommend it. We live in New York, which is one of the toughest states for homeschooling in terms of the requirements. And it's not like awful, but you have to do reporting, and you have to tell them the hours and the grades and all of that. And so just know that, even if you're using this for homeschool, this fulfills requirement for art. And, the time spent doing these could easily fill a couple weeks worth of art curriculum. So I love teaching, and I want the kids to really grasp a lot of facts and things like that, but also just have so much fun and for sure develop a love of art. And so I feel like this helped the kids connect to Monet. And when you know some information about an artist, I've had this happen. There's an artist that I didn't really care for their work, but then once I learned more about them, I really connect with them. And now when I see one of their paintings, I'm like, I feel like I know them, or I love their work so much more because I know more about them. So that is the hope. And there's also, I did want to say too, there's trying to help your kids connect with art in many different ways. So the knowledge, and yes, we learn about Monet, and we do spend some time delving into some specific works. And I do like the five senses. So we're looking at a piece of art, and we're just taking time to observe. And I think that's really important, to just kind of take time to look at a piece of art and maybe not have a whole lot of information at first, because that gives your child time and the opportunity to make guesses and to think about things and to wonder, I wonder why he did that. I wonder why this is done, or how did he do that? So we take some time to observe. What are you seeing? We talk about the paint texture and how in Impressionist art, everything isn't so precise. They're coming out of this era where everything is just like beautiful and just so precise in detail and exact and perfect. And all of a sudden they're just like slinging paint around. We see it beautiful now, but then it was just like shocking. Like, what do you? This is not our, you know. So they really weren't received um, too well at the beginning, and I don't know. My thoughts are gone. So my brain is disconnecting here and there because I'm so tired. um, oh yeah. So we were just taking time observing, looking at the texture, looking how like undeveloped some of these the flowers are in the pond. And then we go through the senses with at least one painting in particular to where you're actually there. What are you hearing? What do you think you'll be feeling? Do you feel the breeze? Is it cool? Do you hear the breeze in the trees or the birds are there frogs? So I think that is just so important and fun to use your imagination and you're actually there and to immerse yourself in the painting. So we do that with the kids. I try to add as many points of interaction as possible. You're coloring them, got the coloring sheet, you're imagining yourself there, you're learning about him, you're seeing pictures. I've got pictures of his garden now today. You can visit it now and how beautiful it still is, obviously, and the bridge that he had put in there. So I just really love this lesson, these group of lessons. And I so enjoyed putting them together and I so enjoyed making the craft. So the range is like from 6 to 12 with kids, but I had a 5-year-old do it and I enjoyed putting it together. And I think it could be kind of for anybody. And even if your child is super young, they're going to catch something. It's not all going to be over their head. They're going to know, oh, he went to France and he lives in France, and maybe be able to pick it out on a map because you watched the video, um, and just learn things at their level. So, and then the last review. This might be my favorite. This is from the same parent. I think their favorite part was being able to add their own pictures to the museum. So you can see uh, pieces that don't look like Monet's in here. So they hung their work in with Monet's work, and you can see too. We had a couple options with how the layout of the museum is. You could add the wall in the middle here, like I did, or you can open it up and have it one room. So they did it the other way. And the other portion is we took advantage of a slow Sunday afternoon and made our Monet museum. The girls enjoyed it, and now their little figurines keep coming for a tour. So this is like the next step in learning, in sharing. And I don't know if they were doing this, but I'm imagining they're walking the figurines through, and now they're teaching their little dolls about Monet and all that, and that just like further ingrains all the information in. So I just love this so much. So as a review, let me switch where this is and I'll show you how to get there. There's a couple ways to get there so you won't get lost. Okay. All right, here's my website. So pretend you're going to my website and you can go there from the catalog, the catalog, the catalog, the catalog. Or if you want to go to the gift shop, which you can click here, or once you're in the gift shop or in the catalog, you can click here to go there or directly here. So there's a million ways to get there. So just keep clicking around. You'll be able to find it. It's the first one here. So that is the Monet box. While we're in the gift shop, I will very briefly talk about the note card box because I think I have like 5 left. So not very many, but I did want to show it to you finished up. It took me days to assemble everything. Everything had like parts. And although I enjoyed it, it was kind of exhausting. So here's the box. Oh, let me show it to you. So I've got one that's like packed perfectly. And then I have one that just has all the things in it so that I can show it to you. So here is the box. And then as your person or you open it up, you're going to be greeted by a verse and image. And then you have your bookmark here and a greeting. And then a list of things that you're going to find in the box. So whoever you give it to, they're oriented to what is this? And if you opted for a card to be inserted, I don't know why I said it that way. So it'll match this. I don't have one with me. They're all out there. But Yeah, I don't have one with me, but it will be here right in the front for them. So they'll know who it's from and they'll see your message. And then I'm just going to open this up. So they'll flip this down and then you get my devotional, which is front and back of some encouragement for you. From me to you, things that I need on a regular basis. Like sometimes I would get kind of stressed out. Like I need to go read, this thing that I wrote, I should take that in. So, and then the things are in here. So I'm just going to pull them out of the other box because I don't want shreds everywhere. I already have shreds all over my living room. So inside, you get the bookmark and verse cards and the stickers. And it all matches the note cards, which I will pull out in just a second. So these are super shiny stickers, waterproof. So when you put them on the outside of your envelope, they will go through the mail very nicely. And they match the note cards. And I have the verse cards. So there's 5 designs. There's a verse on the front, and it's lovely and glossy. And on the back is a little write-up about the verse, like just a little thought. And there's 5 different designs. You're actually going to get 3 of each of these because I thought, well, there's enough for one to go in each of your notes. You have 10 notes, but then you're giving them all away. So I gave you 3 so you'd have a set for yourself. And so then you have your note cards and 10 envelopes. And I've got them here for you so you can see them. They're a satin finish and they're really high quality. You can kind of see they're really thick. I went to a local printer, and if you scroll down quite a bit, you might see a video of the printing process. The printing, it was cool. So obviously they have a machine to print them, and then you put it in another machine and it cuts them, and then another machine folds them. So it was pretty neat. So you've got, you can see the paintings. Isn't this painting lovely? So these are the envelopes, and they are peel to seal, so you don't have to lick anything. And these are nice, nice and thick, 70-pound paper. And this and this. So I literally have 5 of these boxes left. They went. And the devotional card is super thick and beautiful. And there you go. Very shiny front and back. So that is the note card box. All these links you can find in the post or in this post here. There's like a million links to everything. If you get lost, just keep clicking. You'll stumble on it. And you can find probably most everything in the gift shop. Next and last, I think, we're going to go back to my website and we'll spend the rest of our time there, I think. So let's stay in the gift shop. Here's the note card box. I also have, if you just want the verse cards, I have the verse cards in a pack of 25. So that's 5 of each design, and there are 5 designs. So you'll just get those in the cute little pouch. Kids Art Tour is there. And then based on the Of Heaven and Earth paintings are all the products. So if you scroll down here, and I would say if you're interested in these, like order ASAP, because some of these have several days of production and then 3 to 5 business days. There's one that is coming from China that I will just say you probably won't get by Christmas at this point. In the bags, you'll find the wallets. So these wallets are the only one coming internationally. I ordered one a couple weeks ago. It's on its way, but I probably will get it before Christmas, but if you order it now, you might not. However, I will say these look really nice. I'm just going to click on them. So I put the images on there, and the inside looks really nice. So there's lots of little pockets and things. So I'm excited to get mine. I would just say don't depend on this for a before Christmas arrival. So let's go down the line. We've got ornaments. Oh, and I can show you my ornament. So let me do that. Okay. So this is the Besides Still Waters envelope. E- Envelope ornament. Oh my goodness. I think I need to go to bed. I think I had 4 hours of sleep last night. 3 or 4. I can't remember. So the function, the function is going. So you get a gold ribbon, and I actually ordered 2. And this gold ribbon is different. So you may get a slightly different ribbon depending. And I'm noticing that the clouds and the things that are very white aren't super white. So the image is a little soft, which is still really pretty. And they're glass and they've got a nice weight to them. So they're thin and then they have this nice bevel you can see. So I really like them and they're pretty. So they're nice. Oops, there we go. Okay. And then we have some bags, accessory pouches. Some of them have different images on each side. Some of them are the same. This one will be different. And we have canvas tote bags, necklaces. That's another one that I can show you. This is the one for the actual painting named Of Heaven and Earth. And I really like it. It's very nicely done. The back is shiny and it feels nice. And the chain is nice too. It's got these little beads on it. And then a lobster claw clasp with, maybe 2 to 3 inches of adjustment that you can do. The chain is 20 inches, which should be fine. Yeah, 20 inches, which should be fine for most people. I probably will want a longer chain. I don't know. I'd like to be able to switch it out, I think. So the way they do that is it's easy to do. You just open the jump ring and switch out your chain. Now, a little tip, when you go to open a jump ring, here's your ring. Don't do this. Do this to open it up. If you do this with a jump ring, you kind of kill the strength of it. If you do it like that, put your chain on and off and close it back up that way. That's the best way to do it. Little pro tip for you. So there's the necklace. It's nice. I was pleased with it. Okay. And then we have some hardcover journals. Oh, the speech. And I have them with and without the scripture verses. So these are without, and then the same designs with the scripture. I think this one's my favorite, with the gold in the clouds, and then the verse that goes along with that painting. So we have those, and then those wallets, which I don't know when they'll come for you, but I think they'll be worth it. And then we have all the note cards. Same deal with the note cards. A set without the scripture and a set with the scripture, and some puzzles. So I had hoped to add some more things, but I got so busy with the other items, I just couldn't. So I will probably be adding more things in January, and just a little, because if you're still watching this, thank you. And just a little bit of info. I am planning on doing prints of these of Heaven and Earth paintings. And I'm kind of scared to say this because if it doesn't work out, I'll feel silly. But my hope is to also offer retouch prints, which means the printer, instead of shipping directly to you, will ship to me and I will add the gold paint on the print myself individually, and then send it to you so that you could have a print with the gold on it. So I'm hoping that will work out. So this is like the little bit of secrecy in the middle of what the terms and conditions. If you actually read them, you get the perk. So prints, I'm hoping sometime in the new year, early on, and then retouch prints is something I'm really excited about doing. All right, so those are the products. Let's go into the paintings. The small paintings are 20% off. So you will notice they're already marked down, and the um, the website makers, I don't know how to say this, the hosts of the website, the people that um, provide the website for me, they're having a little issue to where these sold signs are not showing up on the paintings, which is super annoying if you see a painting you like and you're going to click on it and then you don't find out till you click that it's sold already. So what I did is I added it to the titles so you can see. So just be aware of that. There are a lot that are sold actually. Um, so anyway, so you aren't like clicking and clicking and then finding nothing is there. So I do have lots of florals, and you can go through the types of themes. I do have a lot of coastals left if you're into shells and things like that. And then I even have, like, if you like the naturey things, like the sticks and the feathers, leaves and pine cones, all the things that we walk past, but that are actually really amazing and beautiful. So those are there. And yeah, you can purchase them right here. There are frames, but there aren't very many left. But all you have to do is match the frame up with the size of the painting. So for instance, this one actually, you can see it was already matched up with the painting. It was just so much easier for the prices so that you weren't like, what is this one? What is this one? If I just sold them unframed, and if you wanted the frame that went with it, you could add it on. Frames are also seriously marked down. Um, so if there's a frame that went with a painting, I have the link there. So you can put that to your cart. Well, I just found a broken link. I'll have to fix that. So other way, you can find it another way. Go to the feathers. There it is. And it should be there. Watch it not be there. Okay, there it is. So yeah, I just had a broken link. I'm sorry about that. So I did try to link them back and forth. I'm not going to click on this. I'll look later to see. So at least you know what to look for if you want to match that up. And if you have trouble, just email me. You can email me through the contact page here. So these are my paintings that are 20% off. I also have all my regular paintings here. They're all right here. So, and they're all in different places. So if you're interested in the Of Heaven and Earth and you click on it, it'll tell you how you can purchase it. You have to purchase through the Arnot Art Museum at this time. So let's go back to the catalog. The Holiday Art Market is all the paintings that are at the Arnot Art Museum right now for their Holiday Art Market show. So what this is, a lot of local artists have their work there right now, and you can go and see them in person. And I need to go because I haven't seen everybody else's work, and I really want to see some of the things. Somebody else had cyanotypes there, which I really, really want to see. It's where you coat a surface, could be watercolor paper or just regular paper, with a chemical, and then you put it out in the sun and reacts to the sun and it turns the paper blue. But you can lay things on it like flowers and fern and all kinds of things to block it. And then you have kind of like a silhouette in reverse, kind of. It's lighter and the background is blue, and they looked really beautiful. I want to try them. So I want to go see those. So if you live in the area, you want to check it out. So these are all the paintings that are there. This one actually just sold. And these sold the other day. So it's really exciting. So you can, of course, contact the Arnot Art Museum, and I have their information usually by all of these pages where they are. So just call them and you can purchase it over the phone if you need to. And last but not least, I'm going to show you the Of Heaven and Earth collection. Now, I just used the breadcrumbs up here to click, but you can guess, you can find it here as well. So these are, it's a small collection of paintings. I wanted to do more, but I'm thrilled that I got these done. These are my very first landscape and skyscape paintings. So I did do a few little ones, little skyscapes to just kind of, I don't know, I just felt the urge to do skyscapes. And so I tried them out and absolutely loved them. And I got a good response. Some people are saying that this is their most favorite thing that I've done, which I get because sometimes the still life might not be for everybody. But I just was drawn to still life for 20 years. So I was ready for something new. These are taken from scenes from upstate New York. They are a combination of scenes, combination of places that I've been, that I've taken photographs. I will say the trees and besides the waters are on the property of my church that I go to. So that's special to me. And then anyone that lives up here will recognize this kind of a look. We have hills pretty much surrounding us. It's really a beautiful area. People come here to vacation. We're near the Watkins Glen, and a lot of gorges, a lot of natural beauty here. So people come up to this area. We have Corning, which is the Corning Glass Museum. So we have a lot of beautiful things here. One really nice location. So, but as you're here and you're driving around, you're just surrounded by these hills. And depending on the day and the lighting, they look blue. And I love it. I'm always like kind of pointing them out, especially at wintertime when you don't have the green on the hill and it's just kind of brown, but then they're far away. It's like this turquoise at times. It's really gorgeous. So that is what you're going to see: trees in the background, and also just kind of like flat land as well, with not a lot. Um, and then I did see some streams and little rivers. So this is very much a scene from upstate New York that you might see. And we have Steadfast. So I'm going to click in here and just show you some things. So some pictures of them framed up. And you might have noticed, if you don't already know, this was the first time of me trying this gold paint. So my intention was to, in places on the paintings, to add just a little accent of gold. And I really loved it. And then of course the frames match the gold. And so while you're walking by, you kind of just catch that little glimmer, but it's not everywhere. It's only a few places. So on this painting, I just put it in the water. And I have a little devotional for each painting. This one's the shortest one, just a few sentences, but just some thoughts about the meanings behind the paintings. And I paired them with verses, mostly from the Psalms. Obviously, this one is from Psalm 23. So just kind of giving a visual to some of these calming psalms. And so you can see the gold there. And this was kind of early on in the painting. And then you can get around by clicking. So we have Steadfast. This was actually the very first one that I painted. It was scary. It was like I was trying something new. And the first time doing the gold, first time doing a large painting with a landscape as well. And then we have Heavens Declare. I need to mark this one, but this one is sold. This was another thing that I just decided to try. You can see that the image continues, but I did the painting on two separate panels and then framed them separately. And someone just happened to walk into the Arnot Art Museum and decided they must have them. And so they are sold, but you can see first time trying a palette knife with a gold paint as well. So you just never know. I really wasn't sure what was going to happen with these. I honestly thought they'd be coming back to me, but they will not come back to me. They will go somewhere else. And the last two, Restored. This is not a combination of paint or of photographs. This is one photograph, sky and the landscape all together. Mostly the field. So this was a lot of fun. I did put a lot of gold in the field. You can't see it in this picture, but if you had the painting or could go see it in person, if you kind of, go from side to side and you can just see how the sun catches or the lighting catches the gold. There's some gold in the trees, and along there you can see, and definitely in the clouds. Now this one was one of my favorites. It's very tall. The painting itself is 36 inches tall, and then you have the frame with it, which is, I think it's about a 3-inch frame. So you got to add 6 inches on there. Maybe it's a 2.5-inch frame. So it could be 5 inches. So I wanted it to appear you're looking maybe down a little bit, but then up and then like overhead. Because the photograph for up here is I'm literally looking overhead to see this and the sun. And then here, not so much. You're kind of down like that. So I wanted the really tall painting to kind of give that effect. And so this was a lot of fun to do as well. And you can see the gold, and I put gold in the water. So this kind of showed all the parts. You have the sky, the landscape, and then the second water feature of this grouping. And I just was so excited that the frames matched the gold paint so well. This so I'd envisioned these for a long time, and I was just really glad to have done them, finished them up, and output what I'd envisioned. And so if you go to the website, you can read about the paintings and just a little devotional that goes along with them. And I hope they're an encouragement to you, even just to look at them if you can't have a painting or if you're not getting products, just enjoy them on the website as well. So I think that's everything. There are links on this post, and when in doubt, just go to the website and click the links. It's everywhere. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And you can contact me on my website as well. You can email me, and I can help you with anything you need help with. Um, so please try to order by Friday. That would help me out because they'll give me a couple of days to pull your order together and get it out. I really want to get it out before the 19th. The 19th is like usually the USPS date for getting things in by Christmas, but I don't want you to be nervous. So I want to get it out as quickly as I can. So this week, I'm done with the note card boxes. I have like just a couple to send out that a little loose ends there. I'm starting on the kids box. These are going out ASAP. I've got to redesign some things on the brochure, and then I've got to print everything out and box them up and send them out. So if you want a box, order early, please. That really helps me out. If you know you want one, go ahead and order. If you are ordering for multiple locations, do separate orders because that takes care of the shipping. Because you can only insert like one shipping address per order. So do separate orders. If you order 2 sets, I will put it in the same box because 2 sets will fit in this one set. 2 sets will fit in the same box, and it just makes it heavier. So I'm going to put it all together. If you have a situation where you have 2 kids and you want each one to be able to open their box and you want double of everything, like even the pamphlet, do 2 separate orders for me because I'm shipping 2 boxes, and then that covers the shipping for both boxes. Again, if you have any questions on how to do this, let me know. If ordering online is tricky for you, you don't really like to put your credit card in or anything like that, I will take cash, check, Venmo, Facebook payment as well. So just message me and we'll work something out for you. Okay. So thank you so much. If you're still watching, you're amazing. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my small business. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will see you later.